soon.
Next week's our last blast before the U.S. Open, and boy is Topspin going out in style. We get you primed and ready with reigning champ Serena Williams. She's having tons of fun playing World Team Tennis. It rocks! We heat it up with heartthrob boy band 98 Degrees. They'll smooth out the jams as they're headlining the rockin' party at Arthur Ashe Kids Day. And comedian Dennis Miller MCs a night at the Met. It's where celebs like Dustin Hoffman get to mix it up with the pros. That's all next week on Topspin.
Hear the drummer get wicked.
Steve Welch can make his steel wheels dance on the tennis court. He's the top-ranked super able tennis player on the planet. So let's drop by for a thrill ride and take a look at his skills.
Get busy.
Leg calf paropathy is a degenerative hip disease, degenerative bone disease in my left hip. And I contracted it when I was 8 years old in 1980. What I really wanted to do as a young child was play professional sports. I wanted really badly to play baseball as a pro, and when I contracted this bone disease, I thought that, for sure this is going to be the end of that, which it was, but I didn't realize that it was going to be the beginning of how I was going to be a professional athlete, just only in a wheelchair. I started competing when I was 4 years old. I love to compete. Some people say I'm a little too competitive. And when I was 8 years old, they said, you're going to have to use a wheelchair. You're not going to be able to keep up with your friends. And at first I was pretty bitter about that. I was in the hospital room, and I was in traction, and I was throwing stuff at people that came in the room. I was a pretty bitter kid. But when I made the adjustment, when I came out, I realized that wheelchair sports was going to fill that competitive void for me, And so, at first it was difficult, making the adjustment, but really I just ended up jumping in the chair and playing sports, Wheelchair tennis is as grueling as able-bodied tennis. All the same intensity levels were there, and the training, the preparation for the matches are, just as hard. The difference between wheelchair tennis and able-bodied tennis is that I've got to propel the weight of my body with my arms. So I go into the weight room and I'll train for power, and that's what enables me to come out there and be fast on the court. There's different ideal body types for different sports, and wheelchair tennis is a different sport than able-bodied. If I was able-bodied, I don't think I would be #1 in the world, because maybe I'm not tall enough, but I think if Pete Sampras was in a wheelchair, I don't think he'd be #1 in wheelchair tennis either, so it kind of goes both ways. I would love to hit a passing shot right by Andre and just come to the net and go, booyah! We both stink. Tennis has taken me around the world. It's taken me to Australia and Japan, and every year I spend 2-3 months in Europe, and I've won the big tournaments. I've accomplished the biggest prizes in tennis. Being in the wheelchair and playing wheelchair tournaments has given me a real unique opportunity. Invacare pays me to go to the tournaments, and a day before I'll go into all the area rehabilitation centers, and I'll speak to newly disabled people, and I'll kind of give them motivational speeches and tell them what's available to them out there. I think one of the biggest things that I teach them is that it's how much you focus on the positive, because everybody in their life has both positive and negative elements. And I think, your level of happiness really depends on kind of what you focus on. There's always going to be someone that's doing better than you and someone that's doing worse, but if you're always looking at other people, you're not going to be happy. It's just about making the most of who you are and what you are, and I feel like I've done that.
Let's get a little crazy with tennis pro Dominik Hrbaty. He likes to chill with the thrill by cruising on his two-wheeler. Man, he's one dude that has a need for speed.
My name is Dominik Hrbaty. I'm coming from Slovakia. My hometown is Bratislava. I'm a tennis player, and I'm also a mountain biker. Come on, let's ride.
Let's go for the ride. Let's go for the ride. Let's go for the ride. Go for the ride.
When I have a free time, home and a day off after tennis, I go for 50 Ks always, 60 Ks in the mountains cycling.
Somebody goes to cinema, somebody goes to lie on the beach, but I go cycling, so you don't feel a pressure, you don't have to practice, you just go and watch the nature and just biking around in the woods, and this cool thing. You get tired, but mentally I get very, very positive after that.
How great was that?
That's all the tennis for this week, but Topspin will be back next week to get you pumped for the U.S. Open. So check us out Sunday, August 13th at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, 9:30 a.m. Pacific. It's the only way to get in the game. Thanks for watching Topspin. We're out of here for now.